Freeze and halt!
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets wrapped glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Okay. We follow with the Puerto Rican anthem, recording artist Abigail. Prepare for!
La tierra de Borinquen, donde he nacido yo, es un jardín florido del mágico primor, un cielo siempre nítido se viste de doser y dan arrullos plácidos las olas a sus pies cuando a sus playas llegó Colón. Exclamó lleno de admiración: oh, esta es la linda tierra que busco yo. Es Borinquen la hija del mar y el sol, 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 del mar y el sol.
Próxima persona, el obispo, el doctor Jeremías Torres, colaboración.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Erin Stewart. I am mayor of the great city of New Britain and very, very proud to be your alcaldesa today.
That's right.
Today marks an incredibly important occasion for the city of New Britain, but more importantly for our veterans and our Latino community here in town, and not just the entire state of Connecticut, but the entire country. There are many, many important dignitaries here today, and I'd like to take a moment by introducing some of them. If I do all of them, we'll be here for quite some time. Governor Daniel P. Malloy is here, thank you. The Gobernador of Puerto Rico, Ricardo Senator Richard Blumenthal is here. Jennifer Gonzalez is here, our resident commissioner. We also have Senator at Large for Puerto Rico, Albel Nazario. We have our entire state delegation here. Representative Sanchez. Representative Terziak, Representative Pettit. Representative Rose is here. Senator Maritana is here. Thank you all so much for being here. We have Police Officer Peter Skirpo, who is chairman of the New Britain Veterans Commission. Thank you, Officer Skirpo. And also, if you're on the City Council of the City of New Britain, raise your hand. We're all here. Thank you. And I would be remiss if I didn't end by recognizing the New Britain Latino Coalition.
Yes.
A tireless group of dedicated individuals who made this monument a reality. So to our state partners, along with our New Britain Latino Coalition, I have to thank you for your commitment and dedication to this very, very important addition to our parks. I know how hard you worked on this project, especially you, Carmelo, and we thank you all for making it come to life. Today we bring honor and dignity to the Borinqueneers 65th Infantry Unit. Shout out to the Borinqueneers Motorcycle Unit. Hey. This was an all-volunteer unit of the United States Army who put their lives in harm's way for the betterment of our nation. And it is an absolute honor to have the largest Borinqueneers monument outside of Puerto Rico right here in New Britain, Connecticut.
Yes!
These veterans and those who served are part of the fabric of our country, and their actions have long been deserving of recognition. And to all of the veterans who are here with us today, please make yourselves known. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for their service. Thank you for everything you've done for our country. And we're sorry that this monument took this long to build. But the honor that you deserve is just incredibly on display today with the amount of people that are here. We are forever grateful for your contributions and service to others above your own self. This monument will forever be a reminder to all of those who pass by of the sacrifices made by the Borinqueneers and their loved ones. We are a grateful community and a stronger, stronger nation because of your service. Thank you. So as your master of ceremonies for the day, I'm going to try to move through this, and I would like to begin by calling up the Honorable Governor Daniel P. Malloy for remarks.
One of the thank you. Mayor, thank you very much for inviting me and allowing me to be part of this wonderful occasion. And I certainly want to greet my good friend, the governor, who I have worked with and proud to call a friend, a very good friend. We had a little sidebar conversation where I told him we are trying to be the best neighbors Puerto Rico has. We have about 13,000 people who have moved to Connecticut, at least temporarily, since the terrible hurricane damage that was done in Puerto Rico. Governor, please be aware that I have argued the case in Puerto Rico with FEMA and other federal agencies. And here in Connecticut, we will continue to reach out to your community here to make sure that they're taken care of. This unit, formed on March 2nd, 1899, has a storied history of involvement in wars to protect American freedoms. I believe, and as I have believed for a number of years, since we had our first discussion about this about 10 years ago, that we needed to have a monument in Connecticut. to this unit. It started with only 400 people, but grew to be one of the most powerful and important parts of our Army. It was part of the First World War and the Second World War, and perhaps its most glorious days were in the battles of Korea, both in the north, retreating in the south as the Army did, and then retaking the 38th parallel. I also have to say that on the monument is perhaps a depiction of one of the greatest battles that this unit was required to carry out. It was given the responsibility of making sure that a harbor could be evacuated safely, and they did that. They were then assigned to protecting a reservoir, and they did that as well. Time and time again, this unit hit way above its size, way above its requirements. But there is another part of the story. In its history, it was not treated as fairly as other units were treated. It had to do more with less. And it is that engagement, that honor, that we also pay homage to today. So to everyone who's of Puerto Rican descent, or by invitation, Puerto Rican descent, I say thank you, congratulations. This is a great day, not simply for New Britain, but for the entire state of Connecticut, where we have underappreciated the contributions of our Puerto Rican brothers and sisters. Thank you.
Thank you, Governor. Up next, I'd like to call upon Senator Richard Blumenthal for remarks.
Buenas tardes. ¡Viva Puerto Rico! Hoy todos somos de Puerto Rico, ¿no? Y no voy a hablar mucho en español porque no puedo hablar mucho en español. Estoy practicando. Today is a wonderful day, and let me just say, this is what America looks like. People of different parties, different backgrounds, different places in this world coming together to celebrate Patriots. And let me just begin by asking all of the veterans who are here today, please raise your hand so we can thank you for all of the freedoms that we have in this great country. Welcome to the governor of Puerto Rico, Governor Rosselló, who is fighting valiantly for fellow Americans. They are fellow Americans who still are denied a fair chance to education and economic development and jobs and other benefits that we hold dear as Americans. Thank you, Governor, for your hard work, and to Commissioner Gonzalez and to the mayor for bringing us together. Let me just say something very serious and blunt. I was the principal advocate of the Congressional Gold Medal for the Borinqueneers. I was proud to lead this effort. Yes. With the help of these brave patriots like Celestine Cordova and Jose Picard and others of the Borinqueneers here in Connecticut. Yes. The Borinqueneers began in the 1800s, and they fought their last battles in Korea. They fought the last bayonet charge in United States military history. They were among the most decorated of units. 750 bronze stars, 250 silver stars, more than 1,000 Purple Hearts in the Korean War. They fought for this nation. They fought bravely for this nation. And they not only fought our enemies abroad, but they fought discrimination at home. They fought against segregation. They were the last segregated military unit in our nation's history. And they proudly fought to desegregate the United States military, and for that we owe them a huge debt of gratitude as well. They are in the great tradition. They're in the great tradition of the Tuskegee Airmen, the Montfort Marines, the Navajo Code Talkers, who served and sacrificed for this great nation, and were thanked only long after they gave their lives to this country. Today, we give them part of their due. And today, I'm going to present one of those Congressional Gold Medals to Manuel Jimenez. His daughters, Susan and Gilda, are here today, and I am going to present it with two of our military veteran leaders, Juan Cruz and Gabe Otero. But let's make no mistake. This Congressional Gold Medal is only a token of what this nation owes to these brave men. They are leaving us. They're in their 80s and 90s. We're lucky to have the ones who have survived. They should be an example for us of what patriotism means and what we owe our fellow Americans in Puerto Rico. And we should be giving back to them constantly and consistently. And make no mistake, we owe all of these fellow Americans equal rights and equal treatment as our fellow citizens. So I'm going to ask Susan and if you could please come up, Susan and Gilda. In honor of your father, Manuel, and your family, and your brother and sisters who could not be with us today, I'm very proud to join the governor of Puerto Rico, as well as local and state officials, in honoring you on this day for your father's courage and patriotism with this Congressional Gold Medal. Thank you. God bless this great country.
Thank you, Senator. So it was about a year ago that the New Britain Veterans Commission also decided to honor all of our veterans that have roots in the city of New Britain with a beautiful Medal of Honor on behalf of the city of New Britain. And there are quite a few individuals here today that Senator Blumenthal and myself would like to honor on behalf of our city. So we're gonna take a step over here, and Carmelo is going to read off the names of those individuals that will be receiving these awards and medals and recognitions of honor this morning for their service on behalf of our New Britain community.
Thank you. I would like also Joe Rodriguez from Bloomington office, please also.
Y seguimos también el presidente de la familia de Jacinto Esclín Robles, seguido por el obispo Dr. Jeremías Torres. Tío Tamarito no puede llegar hoy. Tenemos también el señor Luis M. Acevedo, el familiar de Luis Acevedo, por favor. El familiar. También También tenemos aquí representado por su nieta, que también es la primera puertorriqueña como Alderwoman de Rocky Hill. Compañera con Dr. Pérez, muchas gracias. La lista sigue, no se apaga. Ok, pues seguimos con la lista, se sigue avanzando aquí. También la familia de Germán Serrano Dávila. Recibiendo la medalla de la ciudad de Borinqueneers. Familiar de Germán Serrano Dávila. Hacer representación de Guantánamo. Sí. También tenemos aquí el familiar de Luis Rodríguez Rodríguez. Borinqueneers también.
So let me tell you the story. Let me tell you the story about that guy. Este señor puertorriqueño started the first Spanish radio in
El familiar de Luis Centeno Sánchez.
that Puerto Rican guy started the first Spanish radio.
Familiar de Luis Centeno Sánchez. Familiar de Luis Manuel Márquez Borinqueneers. Familiar de Jesús Luis Martínez Torres. A ver si le Javen se encargará de presentarla junto a nuestro líder. Familiar de Félix Rosado Meléndez.
De tan bueno que está. I mean, all the time. All the time. It's like,
If it's white, don't bite. Sugar. If it's white, don't bite. It has to be brown and black. It's brown. King Twitter. So they told me I had to switch from Spanish rice to this.
Ok, tenemos a Abraham Martínez Santiago. A la familia de Abraham Martínez Santiago. El gran José Picar.
oh yeah.
El famoso Picar.
God bless you. God bless you. What? Oh, really?
He owned late 40s, early 50s.
Aquí en rojo tenemos al gran Picar. Famoso. Y después de tenemos Celestino Córdoba. Celestino. Tengo una foto más todavía.
It's my screensaver. Way I feel every day.
Pero los Regional Borinqueneers todavía están muy bendecidos de tener a Joe y todas las estrellas
As far as
y de la referencia. We are blessed to have Borinqueneers representing Borinqueneers.
it's different than like
Que de México se latino.
it's way different. But there's definitely been more to the left than what conservatism is. Even if
Selectivo.
you guys find parking.
Mi cabeza que son los artistas aquí necesitan el
Make sure you guys
gobierno.
have to stop for the dignitaries and make it easier to do. Playing in the best you could, I'll tell you. That's a lot of meetings. A lot of
Selectivo será la
five, so you gotta really make sure. You go straight down. Go straight down this way. Yes, right in the corner.
Próximo es. Gracias. Luis Ortiz, Padre Luis Ortiz. Reverendo Luis Ortiz. We have a wheelchair.
How's children good? Yeah. I talked to my sister yesterday. She's in Kuwait. My sister's in Kuwait, right? So she, oh yeah, I know. And so I saw her. There was a moon. I never saw a moon like that ever in America. She was like, out in the desert, you see the moon.
Por favor, dale espacio a la familia que puedan sacar las fotos
She's coming home. I can't tell
y
you.
celebrar aquí con los gobernadores.
They're like,
Reverendo Luis Ortiz aquí con el gobernador, su nieto, senador Borinquenero, 2 medallas de bronce reconocidas por las Naciones Unidas, un héroe aquí de la ciudad de New Britain también. La próxima persona, Francisco Rodríguez, su hijo, Chomo Rodríguez.
how you holding up? Good. Yeah, I still got, hit me up after when I don't have asthma. Expand the lungs. I'm doing this.
La próxima persona, Gonzalo, la familia de Gonzalo Claudio. Gonzalo Claudio, la familia. Y José de O'Neill. Por favor, de pasar. Y culminamos esta parte de las medallas.
Actually, he was here for 2 years. Yeah, actually,
He was here. Yeah. He was here. I didn't see him anywhere, but I saw him.
I really want to thank Mayor Stewart. She has been a phenomenal source of inspiration, and she has been, her enthusiasm is just so contagious. I was a little tired when I got over here, but now I'm all hamped up. Thank you, Mayor, for your leadership and for your commitment to the people of Puerto Rico. Senator Blumenthal, he has been down there to Puerto Rico. He has been in the forefront defending Puerto Ricans. He has been identifying what are some of the limitations that we've been exposed to and has been fighting every day to make sure that the U.S. citizens of Puerto Rico get equal treatment. Thank you, Senator, for your commitment, for your leadership. By that same token, I would like to thank, I know he couldn't be here, but thank Senator Murphy. He also came to Puerto Rico, has been a strong advocate, and has been helping our community immensely. And of course, our resident commissioner, Jennifer Gonzalez.
Yes.
What a strong voice. What a powerful woman we have over there in Congress, making sure that Puerto Ricans get their fair share, get treated equally, and that we can move forward towards the future. And lastly, I would like to thank Senator Abel Nazario. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be here today. So thank you for your leadership and for all of your help. You know, it was about a year ago that I went to the airport and I received some of the Borinqueneers after they got awarded. It was a very touching moment. I got the opportunity to escort one of them to his automobile. He was talking about the friendships that he made. He was talking about the experiences that he had. And he mentioned something very important, because I decided to ask him, why did you enlist? Why did you put your life on the line? Why did you take that step further? And he said, son, I did it because I believe in democracy. I did it because I believe in freedom. I did it because this country of ours has given me opportunities and has given my family opportunities to move forward. And if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't flinch. I would go right there with my brothers in arms and defend democracy, freedom, and rights. I had two veteran grandparents. They're watching us from above, and I've always cherished and valued the sacrifices that our veterans made for us, so that our generation can enjoy these values and these freedoms, so that we can look forward to bigger and greater things. And the brotherhood that we've seen here today is the same brotherhood that my grandfather always talked about. You know, I would climb up to my grandfather's second floor office, and he would have a lot of pictures. Many pictures of our family members, but there were a few I didn't quite recognize. When I was about 5, I said, Gramps, who are these guys? And he told me, they are your family too, because they are my brothers in arms. That's your Uncle Frank, that's your Uncle John, that's your Uncle Christopher. And at that moment, I fully understood what it meant to take that step, to lay it all on the line, and to have that brotherhood that would connect them forever. And based on those principles, based on those steps that the greatest generation took, not only for Puerto Rico, but for the United States, is the opportunity that we have here today. The opportunity to do greater things, to think boldly, to help everybody that's in need, to be innovative. So let this monument not only be an occasion for remembrance, but let's honor them every day by executing the same values and principles that they did. Let's fight every day for what we believe in. Let's make sure that if we have an opportunity to change our society, we can do it. Let's try to fight for an America that doesn't have two citizenships, that doesn't have a first-class citizenship and a second-class citizenship, but that only has that first-class citizenship that everybody enjoys. Every time we pass this monument, let's ask ourselves, what are we doing today to make those that came before us proud of the things we're doing to make America and Puerto Rico a better place? I can tell you that I am fully committed to making sure that those of us that live in the island after this devastating event get a fair share, get equal treatment, get the opportunity to do the greatest things and the greatest changes and the greatest opportunities that lie ahead. I see a Puerto Rico that can be a beacon of hope, a model for development. I see a Puerto Rico that becomes the connector of the Americas. I see a Puerto Rico as a destination for growth and opportunities. These things are possible because they taught us that it was possible to do anything that we wanted to do if we put our minds to it. So let me say this to all of my Boricua brethren, to all of those that are friends of Puerto Rico, this is our time to stand up. This is our time to make sure that our voices are heard. This is our time to let know all of the leadership that we will put Puerto Rico first, and those that support Puerto Rico we will favor, and those of you that oppose it, well, we'll oppose them as well. We'll make sure mis hermanos y hermanas, este es el momento de Puerto Rico. Este es el momento de la comunidad puertorriqueña. Este es el momento de cumplir todos los sueños de todos los niños para que tus hijos, mis hijos, tus nietos tengan toda la oportunidad. Acompáñenme a construir un nuevo y mejor Puerto Rico. Que Dios les bendiga. Adelante, siempre adelante.
¡Para que tú lo sepas! ¡Para que tú lo sepas!
Presentando la medalla que este monumento se iba a hacer, ¿verdad que sí? Hemos cumplido esa misión. Me siento honrado de tener aquí parte de Puerto Rico, nuestro gobernador, nuestra residente Commissioner Jennifer González, también senador de Puerto Rico. Me siento que tengo un pedazo de Puerto Rico con nosotros, esto es un gran honor. Pero quiero dejarles saber de que muchos años atrás esta visión comenzó. This vision started by a young Marine, a preacher's kid named Danny Garcia, and a group of guys coming together to develop this vision and this dream to come true. Recientemente le pregunté a él cómo él podía explicar esta misión cumplida. Me gustó lo que me comentó. Me dijo, the monument didn't happen by the labor of one single person. It took the vision of few and the labor of many. Por eso en este día podemos celebrar este gran día. Estamos honrando a estos grandes hombres, a nuestros héroes. Por eso que el monumento dice Borinqueneers, es de ustedes, es de su familia, es de todo puertorriqueño que ha servido el sistema, que ha servido en el military. Una vez más, gracias. Hay muchas cosas que comentar en 7 años de un proyecto. Solamente quiero ofrecerle las gracias a Dani García por iniciar el sueño de esta gran visión y celebrar a estos grandes hombres. Gracias a Real Latino Coalition and board members. We were given a mission and it was completed. Y no es fácil, pero lo hicimos. Gracias, representante Roberto Sánchez, for taking the challenge to get the money out of the monument, along with the great delegates. Gracias, este hombre pelea. Muchos comentaron en el Capitolio que podía ser un mal gasto de dinero, pero el gallito aquí de nosotros, nuestro representante Roberto Sánchez, junto with the rest of the delegates, also his colleagues, they went and fought for us to be able to get the bonding money and with the approval of the governor. Muchas gracias, gobernador Molloy, por aprobar esto. Gracias también a diferentes administraciones. We had different aldermen and alderwomen to help us make the process go through resolution and, the red tapes that go in between that. Ellos también se esforzaron para hacer eso. Gracias también to the Veterans Commission Board that they helped us all the way through to make this dream possible. Gracias, Krusty, architect, the general contractors and all his partners to make this happen. I gave them, a bunch of us came together, we gave them the vision and ideas, and they came together and put it on paper, and we came together and we said, wow, this is the outcome of that beautiful ideas and things that were put on paper. Esto es lo que salió de esa visión en cual llegamos juntos para llegar a esto. También gracias a alcaldesa Erin Stewart, la ciudad de New Britain, the city agency. You guys are awesome. Usted me hizo una promesa, you made me a promise. Y a la comunidad puertorriqueña que esto se iba a hacer. You made a promise and you did it. Eso refleja, you are a leader of your word. Estamos agradecidos para siempre. Mi generación y mi generación estarán agradecidos por eso. Gracias Rubén Rodríguez y José Morales, su apoyo sin condiciones. Son líderes, ellos me conocen que siempre estoy comentando, necesito esto ayer. Su integridad y liderazgo a lo máximo. También gracias a mi familia, que con mucha paciencia, mi esposa, mis hijos, mis nietos, compartieron esta jornada conmigo, con el British Latino Coalition, con esta comunidad. Vivo agradecido de esta comunidad, vivo agradecido de los líderes. Para hacer proyectos de esta calidad hay que venir con visión, con una pasión. Como puertorriqueño, puro puertorriqueño. Tenía que ser lo mejor y la mejor integridad para estos grandes hombres. Ellos fueron los que fueron al campo de batalla. Muchos no regresaron. Tenemos mis familias que perdieron sus queridos. Y por ello había que hacerlo. Me siento contento de que New Britain tiene el monumento más bonito. No afectándolo a Puerto Rico, pero creo que es la que es más linda. Más lindo, más elaborado. ¿Verdad que sí? Tenemos esta bandera que viene se ve. Y todo eso, ellos son los héroes. Ellos fueron y también todos son veteranos. Para concluir, me gustó las palabras que dijo Ralph Lauren. A leader has a vision and a conviction that a dream could be achieved. He inspires the power and the energy to get it done. Eso fue lo que pasó aquí en New Britain. Quisiera compartir este momento también, honrado también que tenemos también, quiero anunciar que también tenemos de la Corte Suprema también representación aquí en New Britain. Tengo que buscar la lista, me tienen que perdonar. Pero mientras estoy buscando la listita, quiero que pase también la Vice Mayor de la ciudad de Kissimmee, que quiere hacer una presentación bien cortita.
Gracias. Buenas tardes. ¿Y a dónde están los boricuas? Yo estoy aquí, vengo de Kissimmee, Florida. Y estoy bien honrosa, agradecida por los borinqueneers que están aquí presentes, como ustedes saben que ustedes son mi viejito, yo lo adoro con todo mi corazón. Pero no me podía perder esta, porque I would like to have you come here. I am the member of the Borinqueneers Congressional National Ceremony Committee. And I am so happy and honored that the city of New Britain has welcomed the Borinqueneers, the 65th Infantry Regiment. And I get a little emotional. And by the way, I'm so glad it's a woman mayor. Hello. We need more women in power, by the way. But since you honored the men that I totally adore, they're from my culture, my heritage, being Puerto Rican. They fought. They will fight for you again because they paved the way for all of us Americans, but the Borinqueneers, So I wanted to present you with your own Congressional Gold Medal.
Wow.
For you, from the committee. Thank you.
Congrats.
And then I want you to present this one at City Hall so that all the Puerto Ricans that are here in New Britain can enjoy the view of the Congressional Gold Medal. Thank you, New Britain. Thank you so much. I really appreciate for this moment. Y que vivan los puertorriqueños. puertorriqueños.
La pandemia también quería compartir con una de nuestras artistas locales, el cual fue parte también del diseño del comic book La Puertorriqueña. Ella es una de las artistas de esa comedia. Y en este día ella quería también honrar a nuestro gobernador de Puerto Rico, también a nuestra commissioner Jennifer y también a nuestro senador de Puerto Rico. Por favor, que pase. De parte de esto será una pieza, a collective item, que ella misma lo diseñó y no habrá muy pocas copias.
Ave María, qué bonito.
Y eso es.
Gracias.
Ahí están los soldados, o Picar, que están allá frente guardiando.
Gracias. Sí, me lo que diga.
Ella es una de nuestras artistas, la van a ver ya mismo en Hollywood con los demás artistas. Y es de aquí, de New Britain. Quiero también, solamente anunciarles también que tengo también la honorable María Base aquí, de parte de nosotros aquí. También quisiera que la familia Manuel González Bernard pasen. Queremos regalarle una mesa a ellos de Domino's, ya que su familia es un MIA, nunca regresó y todavía está en Missing Next y queremos reconocerlo. Está la familia aquí de Manuel González Bernard. Miss Perry, she's here. Ok, si no está aquí, queríamos honrarle con esta mesa que tenemos especialmente para los Borinqueneers. Más adelante ella tendrá habrán 40 piezas más. Se ven con ella para los precios, solamente habrán 40 piezas. Ese será un diseño que a lo mejor no se haga más nunca. Ella tiene otros diseños en su campo artístico, pero ella hizo exactamente esto con el sueño de dejarles saber a ustedes de que siempre habrá gente representando este monumento. Para mí es un placer pasarle. Para mí entonces es un placer presentar a nosotros nuestra comisionada residente, Councilwoman Jennifer González.
Buenas tardes a todos y a todas.
Buenas tardes.
Feliz estoy.
Amén, orgulloso.
Estoy feliz de esta oportunidad maravillosa que Dios nos da. Un día precioso, compartir como buenos boricuas y celebrar nuestra herencia aquí en Connecticut. Con qué mejor que un monumento a los que lucharon y nos representaron en Corea con valor y sacrificio a nuestros Borinqueneers. First of all, I want to thank the Mayor for making this possible. I think this is not just a monument. It's a testament of her commitment to the Latino community and to the people of Puerto Rico. Actually, she just named a new woman being captain in the police department here in the region.
Yes, right.
She named a chief firefighter, also Puerto Rican,
That's right.
here in
Right there.
New Jersey. She's our chief. She also has the only barrio Latino in Connecticut is here in New Britain, thanks to her. She also believes that Puerto Ricans and the Hispanic community should get more access to the small businesses and to opportunities and to have empowerment in our daily lives. So, Mayor, thank you for your leadership and for having our backs and for having the Puerto Rican community to have more access to power here in Connecticut and in the region. I want to thank the Governor of Connecticut for being here today and for, of course, supporting this monument. I want to thank Senator Blumenthal because he was the leading voice to make this Medal of Congress approved in 2014. But I need to thank also my partner in Puerto Rico. We ran together in 2016. We both were, and still are, young people, right? Many people thought that we were not capable of leading the island of Puerto Rico at that time.
Prove them wrong.
And God gave us the opportunity to prove them wrong.
Amen. Amen.
We never expected to face the worst disaster in our history with both Hurricane Irma and Hurricane Maria in September of 2017. And after those two hurricanes, Governor Ricardo Rosselló was leading the effort of the recovery of the island, and he is doing a great job in that reconstruction of the island. We both are fighting and doing our part, not just to get federal agencies to restore and get access to what the equal share he just told us about, but never before in our history we got a hurricane with this magnitude. But at the same time, this is like the first opportunity in Puerto Rico to have women in Congress from the island. And we secured the biggest federal funds ever to the island of Puerto Rico of more than $30 billion in these 9 months. Of course, this is not going to be enough to record for that situation. We're going to be needing a lot more, not just funds, but cut a lot of red tape in many agencies to get things done. So there's a long path for that recovery. But we got the strength, we're going to continue to pray, and we're going to continue to work to make those things happen. But being here today is to show that those Borinqueneers, what they did in Korea, what they did under those circumstances, in that weather, without the proper ammunition, without the proper materials, without the proper uniforms, they did it well. More than 700 people died in that area. More than 61,000 Puerto Ricans were in those 9 campaigns in Korea. And they made us proud. And that's the reason this 65 regiment still making us proud. That's the reason this is only the second gold medal awarded to Puerto Rican, the first one being Roberto Clemente. That will tell you how proud we should be of being here today, honoring the life of our Borinqueneers, their families, the kids, the grandkids, and all of their people that were supporting them. Even those that are having here the pictures of their beloved ones. Because we need to remember them and never forget them. And those who never came back from those battles, we will never forget them too. That's the reason when I was running Congress, I asked to be named in the Veterans Affairs Committee in the House. Never before somebody from Puerto Rico was named in that committee. And actually, I was not supposed, I'm not a veteran, so I was not supposed to be there. But you know how Puerto Ricans are.
That's right.
We managed to do our things. So I got appointed to the Veterans Affairs Committee. And I'm proud to tell you that during the last year, we managed to approve a new veterans law, new benefits for our veterans, including those in Puerto Rico. And that's the reason, for the first time in history, we got 2 hearings for the Veterans Affairs Committee from the House in Puerto Rico, being held in Puerto Rico during this year. And we need to continue to do those things. And that's the reason I want to ask you, all of you, to continue to support the efforts for the recovery of the island.
Yes.
Calling your state representative, calling your member of Congress, calling your senators. You know why?
because I may have a strong voice, but I can't vote in the floor.
That's right.
We don't have 2 senators coming from Puerto Rico. That's the reason we need to become a state of the nation. That's the reason we need to have a vote. We may be 8 million Puerto Ricans, but just 3 of them in Puerto Rico and 5 million here. A lot of them here in Connecticut. So thank you, all of you, for your bravery. Thank you for supporting all those Puerto Ricans who came after the hurricane to live among you, among relatives. And thank you, Mayor, for embracing them during those difficult times. We really appreciate that, because in times of need, the people who open your door and who help you become your brother, become your sister. And those moments, you will never forget. God bless you all, y que Dios bendiga a Puerto Rico.
Up next, I'd like to invite Senator Abel Nazario to say a few words.
Buenas tardes a todos. Gracias, alcaldesa, señor gobernador, señora comisionada, compañeros veteranos y veteranas de esta generación. Hoy es un honor para mí estar aquí en New Britain compartiendo con ustedes este evento que es importante. Remóntense a esa época, una época difícil, una época de discrimen, una época de segregación. Hoy esta generación hace ese reconocimiento espectacular de estos hombres que dieron esta lucha ayer de los mares. Pero ¿saben qué? Todavía hay segregación. ¿Saben qué? Todavía hay que luchar por más espacio para nuestra patria. Todavía no se nos trata igual. Todavía no se nos ha hecho algunos elementos de justicia a todos los puertorriqueños. Todavía Jennifer González, que es una voz fuerte, puede exigir, pero no tiene lo más importante que tiene un elector en cualquier democracia, y es el derecho al voto. Ese derecho al voto es fundamental. Y ya que nosotros no lo tenemos allá, es importante que los puertorriqueños, puertorriqueñas, los latinos de aquí salgan a votar en la próxima elección de medio término, participen activamente, apoyen a aquellos que apoyan las causas de Puerto Rico, apoyen a los amigos de Puerto Rico. A todo el comité organizador, mis felicitaciones por esta actividad. Que viva Puerto Rico, que Dios le bendiga.
Our representative, Bobby Sanchez.
Qué orgullo ser boricua hoy, ¿verdad? Siempre, hoy y siempre. Y qué orgullo estar aquí con estos hombres que han servido en el 65th Infantry. Thank you so much for your service to our country. And thank you to all the veterans that are present for your service to our country. And to the families, too, who sacrificed so much. Thank you. And to the Borinqueneer Motorcycle Club. Many of you may not know this, but when I was elected in 2011, I saw a group of this motorcycle club up at the LOB, and they were with Celestino Cordova, and they were also with Dolores Nieves, and they were talking about a monument in Hartford, and I kind of eavesdropped and said, what are they talking about here? And they introduced themselves to me, and I said, you know what, this is a good idea. We need to have a Borinqueneers monument in the state of Connecticut. So we started talking about Hartford, but that never came through. And then I just lived, some of you may not know this, but I just lived right down the street. And they were constructing this cul-de-sac here. And then I asked, where does this land, who does it belong to? It belongs to the state of Connecticut. I said, maybe it should belong to the city of New Britain, and this could be a good spot for a monument. So then, working together with the 65th Historical Society, which was formed, and then after the New Britain Latino Coalition took over the project, which they did a phenomenal job under the leadership of Mr. Carmelo Rodriguez. And together, the mayors of the city
embraced this project. They went after the land, we got it, and then we needed one more thing, we needed the dollars. And then I, of course, asked our former and late State Representative Betty Bokus, who passed away. Before she passed away, she said, Bobby, you're getting your money, and we're going to pass this in the bonding committee, and thank the governor for that too, and I wish I did. Carmelo and the Latino Coalition was up there when we accepted the $300,000 for the project. And so there was a huge process. And then I want to also thank the Veterans Commission of the City of New Britain and the Park and Recs Department under the leadership of Eric Carberry for also taking on this huge project. And there were also some aldermen that were involved. There was Alderman Christian Rosado, Alderman Willie Pavone, Alderman Emmanuel Sanchez, who really, really worked hard as well to make sure that this happened for the city of New Britain. So I have to thank them. So right now, I do have some citations that I'd like to present, and I'd like to delegate, oh, they're all behind me. These are my colleagues up at the state capitol, Senator Giarratana, State Representative Hilda Santiago, the first Latinos to represent in Meriden, Councilman Miguel Castro from Meriden, Representative Reyes from Waterbury, Representative William Tong from Stanford, Representative Chris Soto from New London, Representative Pettit, Dr. Pettit, I call him the doc up there, from New Britain and Playville, Representative Peter Terziak, New Britain, and Representative Rick Wilkes from New Britain. And I don't know if we have Senator Jeremy, I said, no other senators, no other representatives, okay, they're present. They all helped get this money as well, so without their help, we wouldn't have this. So right now, I have some citations that I'd like to present to the families from the state of Connecticut, and I'm going to ask for the help of my colleagues back here. And the families can just come up. Gotta put on my glasses. Getting old. But there's nothing wrong with getting old. So I'm not going to read the citation, but I'm going to name the people. This is for private first class, Hernan Serrano Davilla. Okay. This one is for Sergeant First Class Luis Rodriguez. You can step over here to the senator's show. This one is for Staff Sergeant Luis Centeno Sanchez. This one is for Sergeant First Class Recitico Oyola Alvarez. This one is for Corporal Jesus Manuel Marquez Miranda. Alvarez. Do we have someone here from family? In the back? This one is for Private First Class Jesus Luis Martinez Torres. This one is for Corporal Felix Rosado Melendez.
Jeremy, you first.
Private First Class Manuel Gonzalez Bernard.
Are they here?
Okay, I don't know, some may not be here.
Okay.
This one is for Private Abraham Martinez Santiago. The next one, Staff Sergeant Jose G. Picard. I know Picard is here.
Doctor, right behind you. There you go.
Staff Sergeant Celestino Cordova.
Right in front of you. He'll walk up, he's proud. He's the best. He's not sitting down.
I know.
He's not sitting down.
Sergeant First Class Luis M. Acevedo. Acevedo.
I like it.
Thank you. Private First Class Jacinto Esculin Robles.
Jacinto over here.
Robles?
Bishop will take Jacinto Robles.
Oh, okay.
Robles.
Staff Sergeant Raul Reyes. This is Raul. Private Manuel Jimenez.
Manuel, oh, right there. Okay.
Staff Sergeant Eduardo Santana. Some are here, some not. Private First Class Jose D. Caban.
Okay. Here, Peter, right here.
Private First Class Eduardo Rodriguez Rodan.
Santana.
Oh, right behind us?
Rodan.
All right.
No. That might be the wrong. Check.
You came to South Korea for the first time, shaking hands with the president of South Korea. He told me the militarized no more war. So we have to go and visit them again. I'm going to go over it. Anybody who wants to help me and go and visit Korea, I will invite all of you to go. So I born in Puerto Rico, but when I was in Puerto Rico, I was graduate high school and then I was obligatory to the army. So I was not able to learn the Puerto Rican language in Puerto Rico. So when I went to the army, I went to the war in Korea, so I speak no English. Wow, when I came back from Korea, I don't speak much Spanish, but I don't speak no English. But you know how I learned the English? By being involved in the community all the time and try to have some kind of idea. So I forgot about this. But if you don't have no vision, I have a lot of vision. If you don't have no vision, you don't have no success. I see that I give all the leadership of the Puerto Rican over here in New Britain, that they become with something historic to have this monument. Beautiful. Thank you, Lorita, leadership. And thank you, the administration of the mayor of the New Britain. Thank you very much. Thank you. I don't know. If I learn the Spanish, I will be talking in Spanish. If I learn English, I will be speaking English. But I have an accent and nobody understands me. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Muchas gracias. La última parte que tenemos aquí, necesitamos a todo el mundo fuera del monumento en estos momentos. Queremos hacer la última oración. Damas y caballeros, esta es la parte más importante. Todo fue importante, pero ahora tenemos la parte de una oración. Queremos a todos los veteranos que entren al monumento primero. We would like all the veterans to come inside the monument first. We would like all civilians to come out of the monument. We would like to have just the veterans to come in first with all the ministers. Please come inside the monument right now, please.